Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to DK64 Randomizer.com Season 3 Blitz Finals. It's time. It's time for how absolutely insane the semifinals were. We are in store for a final match to remember. We've got on one side of the bracket Charles coming out of the 6th seed slot. He's on a tear. Made it all the way here with an absolute impossible finish out of his last seed. And on the other side, we've got MegaPaul, the 13th seed out of the qualifier, making a miracle run with 2 world records and another insane semifinal to boot. Wild times here. That's our sweep for the finals today. I am Larock. I will be on the mic for you today, and I'm joined by another semifinalist, Spike. How you doing?
Morning, going pretty well. How are we going today?
I'm doing great. We got a heck of a seat in front of us. I am excited. Here we go.
Yeah, this was the match that everyone, I think, was anticipating from, round 1. And obviously, I would like to have made this round. But I'm not going to be opposed to watching this match right now today. This is going to be an absolute nail-biter. I bet. This is going to be great.
I do wish we had fantasy brackets and just see, how many people actually put either of these guys in the finals. I'm pretty sure the answer would be 2 people themselves. Yeah, this is oh boy. Your past Blitz winners, they're all gone. All of them are gone. We have a new Blitz champion on our hands today, whoever wins this. It's wild times. But they're gonna have to deal with this start. Spike, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate this start?
Do those numbers go lower?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. But, if we have a surprise DK phase, I guess that at least gets rid of some of potential late game issues, but
it's
only time will tell.
It's something. Fun times. Yeah, Diddy and Chunky are not my favorite Kongs to start with. Diddy's the second fastest, but I swear I'm breaking my hands every time I'm cartwheel canceling for an hour. Ugh.
No, it's not the best, best. But at least we have a quick shockwave for the start of the seed, so I guess that's not too bad.
That helps. We are ready to go, though, so we will send off the racers any second now. Whenever Sarah hears that, send him. That's the bad signal. Off we go.
We are all eagerly anticipating this, so let's get into it.
Time is ticking. The time is ticking. Who is going to be our Season 3 Blitz champion? Or maybe our first Season 3 Blitz? Oh, who knows? Time will tell. One of these guys walks out a champion today, and we send him off. Where are we going?
Alright, classic prison.
Well, looking at the Japes lobby entrance. Big fan, huge fan, but then the classic prison.
I really love the peak.
I mean, I'm a huge fan. If you see a move there, I think it's worth picking up immediately just to get things moving. Or maybe a key.
Oh, 100% agree.
What is it? It is a triangle.
Early triangle.
Okay. Early triangle is something to work with. We now have a move we can use, which is a small mercy. I didn't even see what was in the feather cage. A force level 2? 4 GBs.
And there's the feather cage too.
4 GBs is an average level 2, I'd say. Nothing too wild. Maybe on the higher side? Hard to say. We have the numbers. I should know what the average is, but I just haven't looked it up. You'll have to forgive me.
Yeah, it really depends on what level 1 is. Because if level 1's any, decently dense location, level 2 can be anywhere up to, 9. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is really level dependent, isn't it? So, I don't know. Here we go. Lanky can be bought in Castle. Castle rooms are dead, though. That's nice. Galleon Shops, Hive Tunnel, and Blast is certainly important on the path to a whole pile of goodies. Key 8, Chunky, Donkey, and DDK Rule. We got the whole K Rule fight right now. Excellent.
Then we got Upper Hive, Splat Way of the Horde, Easy Sphere 0.
Indeed. Storage and Arcade is dead. Well, there goes Arcade. Came through Helm Lobbies. Ooh, a little spicy action. It won't be Helm Lobby, though, because Key 6, can't be in Helm Lobby. And then tiny feathergate barrel. That's 2 guns, so that's a little,
Yeah, that's a questionable. Yeah, my cook today was going to be DK Arcade, so I am officially a sad boy.
That's tragic. Alright.
So did I see that MegaPaul skipped out on training grounds?
Indeed. I mean, I don't hate that play. If you're broke, it's not that interesting to go in there.
That is true. Just depends on the payout or payoff if there's anything in the dirt patch, which I guess we will see on Charles's end very soon.
Japes is not a really impressive level for coins either, which is not great. So we'll see how this pans out.
And the feather cage is a potion. Really clever pick by MegaPaul there. Stand in the right spot in the middle of the gate. You can see everything except for the grape cage at the back.
Is that a Nintendo coin there? That's kind of funny.
And I feel like a lot of this early game right now is just do your chores, do as many Japes check as you can, but we're probably about to get a peek at this Hive Kasplat. See what this shows for us.
What do we got here? What is our way of the horde? Oh, keep it simple, eh?
Oh, I don't think that was the hinted one. I'm pretty sure this was the hinted one.
It was the lower one that was hinted.
Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Stand corrected.
Prices averted, and we need that for DDK roll, so that's an excellent pickup early. Standard right through Japes, though. I mean, with the coconut cages opening up in Season 3, a lot of people like going up this Hive Tunnel first to get these 2 guys that are a little bit out of the way, to be honest. It's kind of awkward. I guess you get a little bit of a reward for having Chunky to, like, pick up a 10-pick here, but I don't know. It is really awkward to just navigate your way around.
Yeah, well, there's a key in the Diddy cage there.
We got some action here. Alright, that is Diddy's cage, so we need coconut for some key. Is not too hard to get, surely.
No, but then there's the question of where is DK?
Oh, I missed that helm order. What was that?
DK Diddy for helm. So we need bongos, rocket barrel, and guitar, which not a bad idea getting rocket, but the more items you need for helm, the questionable it is. So we'll see.
Where's Funky Lanky? Oh boy, Forest Funky, classic. And then another something in the castle surroundings. Or, no, that's the first thing in the castle surroundings. Although, given that the tree is hinted, or given that Blast is hinted, I really want to see the tree, so that might be related.
Ooh, we have a Forest Center Beanstalk hint. Very suspicious, anyways.
Interesting. I wonder what that could be. Perhaps a little bean action. Key 8 in DDK roll, so maybe that's Rocket Barrel. I mean, well, okay, it has to be Rocket Barrel, because we already have peanuts, so...
Exactly. Or something that leads to it.
But there's a bit of a path there, it looks like. Because that peanut was free, right? But we've got Blast on the path to DDK rule, Castle Surroundings on the path to DDK rule, and then Force Center and Beanstalk on the path to DDK rule. Kind of feeling like we got a little bit of a hike for our Rocket Barrel here.
Yeah, that will probably take a little bit.
Something in the tree, maybe like a feather or a pineapple into something in the Force Center Beanstalk. Or in the Beanstalk area.
Love the use of Chunky to get up that slope. You get angle yourself against a lot of slopes that you normally need a rain stand for. Time punch jumps, you can climb up slopes with ease. So, really nice tech there by MegaPaul.
A classic. It's very funny how slopes are just like just totally optional in this game once you know what you're doing. Really funny. I want to see some Kong hints, though. We only know that Lanky is bought in Castle, and Castle's, like, level 3. We don't know where Key 2 is, so they basically have to, like, full clear everything they see, because you might just miss Key 2 randomly.
Yeah, we also have got a Key 2 hint. Yeah, that is a point.
No, but we got barrels, though. Stormy Tunnel barrels? Sure. We don't have a Lanky Key roll, so we don't need it for that, but hey, nothing to complain about there. But Lanky's Cage has another clear vial, so we gotta keep an eye on that guy. That could be a Vines, that could be a Diving. If Lanky turns up, if Castle's level 3, which I think it is, kind of, it feels like a level 3, right? Like,
It's probably a level 3, yeah, but we'll see. We'll guess where our other Kong hints
That read is purely off vibes. I have nothing else to base that off. It's a pure vibes read, but the vibes are telling me it's level 3. You ever get those vibes? You know what I mean. You get vibes like that when you play a couple seeds and you're like, what's going on?
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
However, I'm getting a very bad feeling right now, if you like my anti-cook, is that we're about to get something here.
In the minecart?
I have a feeling it's actually... I feel like it's going to be minecart to the tree.
Brother, you want to kill the bean. Unthinkable. I don't think so, because...
I love the bean.
So the problem with this is... Oh, wow, this is pretty good, huh? The problem is that the castle surroundings are on the path to Key 8, Chunky, and DK Rule, but the 4 centers on the path to Key 8 and DK Rule. So it doesn't quite align.
That is very true, actually, you're right. But there is a potion here either way, so we are getting some minecart action.
You can't just not... You can't leave a potion behind here, like, that would be insane.
No. Especially not an early game potion.
And it's also just like a quick, you know, it's fast travel to the mills, so we love this. We love Chunky Minecart. Is 40 a low roll? 40 might be the lowest it can roll.
Might be.
That's a really low number. I think Vanilla's like 50 or 60 or something. Maybe you can go like 35. 40 is really low.
Yeah, very low. Alright, now I don't think we saw this from MegaPaul's end. We're seeing the underground.
Charles taking the time to backtrack all the way back to the boulder. We love the boulder. We love boulders, don't we, folks? That's fairy number 3 for Charles. Make of that what you will. We don't know anything about BFI, but...
No, that is scary to receive those amount of fairies early. Especially if there's going to be a training move, then the game's probably going to give you a bunch of fairies early on. Probably.
Those training moves are they're pretty good, you know. Vines, we kind of need that. And diving, almost certainly needed for some reason or another. Okay, the statistics I have that are coming off the top of my head for... I don't know why I have these statistics in my head. I think it was diving was like... In a sample size of like Season 2 seeds, it was like 98% required. Maybe higher. It was essential, basically.
Ooh, that is a primate punch on the minecart. That is a really good early game find.
And that is definitely not what the hint is pointing at, because that would be on the path to Chunky K Rule, and the thing in the center of Beanstalk is not. So we need to get into the worm area to get more action there. So
I'm very glad that my cook was burnt, because I very much would like a bean seed.
A bean is alive and kicking. So far, so good. Charles learned the sins of past seeds and is checking the Japes boss. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't know if it's likely or anything, but Barrel's level 1. Maybe there's some action here.
Ooh, more hits.
More hints. Foolish cabins. Donkey can be found by Diddy and Japes. Whoa.
Oh, wait.
Diddy's metal, maybe?
Wait a second. No, what about what we're seeing right now?
Oh, excuse me? That's not
that was okay.
Excuse me, that was not the Kong that was hinted. Hello? What the heck?
That still hasn't been hinted, even on MegaPaul's end. Ooh, and there's a key on the levers.
Ooh.
What is going on?
We need grab for that key. Oh boy, that's getting weird. Maybe that's like key 5 or key 4. We haven't seen a hint for that yet. Could be key 6.
Now that is DK locking 2 of our keys tonight.
Ooh. Well, Diddy and Japes, we're kind of running out of stuff, right? Like, you might force your way into the minecart right now. You might force your way into Diddy's metal right now. If you can get Donkey, like, in your first trip at Japes, that's pretty nice. Even without cooking.
Did Charles pick the minecart or just do the top of hill, the top of mountain check?
He just did top of mountain. We have not seen Donkey Minecart. We have not seen Diddy Minecart. And with Chunky, it's actually not too bad to flip up there. Another pack,
I think that's the last check.
Another interesting oh, wait a minute. Another interesting hint that we got is that Hive is on the path to Key 8 and Diddy K Rule. That is Peanuts. So Peanuts is on the path to Key 8 and nothing else. That's really interesting, and pretty powerful, actually, because wherever Galleon turns up, the shipyard is entirely locked by Peanut, so the shipyard is on life support right now.
That is very true. And we have a Galleon shop hits to Aiden Chunkies. We know that has to be Crankies.
Ooh, it does. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it does have to be Crankies, you're right. Cheeky. But a little tiny jump scare action out of the Japes boss, which is like, okay, hello, how do you do? That's kind of wild. You're gonna get Donkey is found by Diddy and Japes, and Tiny is found by Diddy and Japes. Momentarily, I suppose. That's gonna be into the 13 GB hint pack for Paul, so... Kegs has something?
A grain vial?
Oh,
okay. Oh, wait, we do need that.
We need that still.
Need that.
Oh, this is gonna get real weird real quick, huh? We are wildly out of logic for pineapple. That is grab? I think it's just grab, actually.
Now, to note, that also means that whatever's on the path to that pineapple is also on the path to that key that's there.
Excuse me? Diddy's medal was Sax? It wasn't Donkey? Where is Donkey?
Has to be the minecart.
It has to be the minecart. We're at a Diddy checks. So you gotta run straight there. Charles is looking at him like, what? Huh? I think there's one more hint on the next page. I don't think Paul looked at this hint. Cave shops, key 8, nothing really exciting, but...
Oh, yeah.
The Sax is bizarre. I don't know if we need that. It doesn't look like it at a glance. And Charles smelled out, he sussed out the minecart here like, wait a minute.
So now that just bears the question of where is Castle, because we have 4 comms right now. Castle could be key 4 locked.
Oof, you're right. That could get real weird. Not that it's that big a deal, I suppose. I mean, you're just kind of living your life. The castle turns up when it turns up. You got 4 Kongs. You're going to be a happy camper here, I'd say. Show me a Kong on Diddy minecart? Oh my god. Oh my, we got a double minecart seed. Holy.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's wild. And we know DK is required for K Rule, so charge is gonna be Way of the Horde somewhere. We've got some charge. We got bait Way of the Horde now. Already, 15 minutes in. Speaking of bait, there it is. It's just...
Oh, hello, charge.
Speak of the devil and it shall appear. So that's probably gonna send. I mean, that's gotta send Paul back to Japes. You just have to hope he checks the boss at the same time though, because you. Oh, what the heck?
Now, Paul is rushing a few GBs right now, so depending on how quickly we find GBs, could potentially receive a hint to that. But no, that's a very scary tiny location.
And then lost in all the sauce is where is key 2? We still don't have a key 2 hint. It has to turn up.
2 keys. So like any of those 2, because of where DK is, either of those could be key 2.
Right.
So we need to find coconut or grab.
Coconut or grab for a key. Wow. And grab will also get you logically pineapple. So then we got to start talking about Forest Funky soon when Feathers turns up. We don't have Tiny K Roll, so we're not going to get great leads on specifically Feather, but I mean, it'll all get hinted. Well, it could get hinted, so.
And Featherbow also gets us that hinted thing in Japes. Wait.
Yeah?
No, what? Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to think about what that vial is in the lowlands. I'm thinking it might be one of our 2 mysterious DK moves.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm not super worried about it until Feather turns up though, so we'll see what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what?
Forest climb coming up.
No, it's gonna be the tiny mushroom barrel that's hinted Way of the Horde, and Charles has tiny now, and Paul does not on his first visit.
Oh, true. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's a little rocky. Paul's gotta work his way back to Japes, but if he doesn't work his way back to Japes with 13 GBs, he's not gonna get the tiny hint. And if you don't have the tiny hint, would you think to check Japes' boss? I mean, you're running out of options now, surely. If he checks the Forest boss, he'll probably check the Japes boss when he gets back to it, but... Ouch.
And and I think we can all relate to this. Who's picking bosses?
Who's picking bosses? I mean, it's not like we've had multiple incidents recently, but I don't know. It could be anybody.
Yeah, don't know what you're talking about.
He's got a ding for the forest boss. Maybe he's thinking. An unspecified number of incidents. It's ongoing. It's under discussion. It's up for discussion, under investigation. You know the drill. Charles flipping the lever in the minecart to ruthlessly kill that other guy in the minecart.
I respect that.
Not that he isn't trying to do the same to you, so you know it's dog eat dog world out here. Monkey eat monkey.
Oh yeah, we have pineapples, so we can do this check.
Oh, face shooting action? I mean, at this point, this could be like key 2 for all you know. You gotta do it.
Oh, that would be... Oh, if this is key 2...
Yeah!
That is a cooked key 2.
Somebody put the screws to key 2 lately. I don't know who did it. It could have been anybody. Oh my goodness. Between this and the... I think that Charles' semi had the craziest key 2 I'd ever seen in Logic. Madness. Just madness. No madness today. Not yet. Madness will come. So hints are placed in such a way that they don't lock themselves, and that does include just like out GBing yourself. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Boy. Mini monkey
that's scary.
Mini monkey on Diddy's medal in forest.
Oh, there it is. There's the grab.
Oh, where's the grab? Was that donkeys?
The night Kasplat.
Ah, we got it. The mushroom exterior has our grab. When that gets hinted, that might reveal what key we're talking about there. Or it's just key 2, I don't know. Alright, here's the 13 pack, so this should tell you where Tiny is. There you go. Tiny can be found by Diddy and Japes. Or is Diddy Medal's way the horde?
Punch in.
So Mini is way the horde for some reason. We don't know why. That is a hardy Forest and Beanstalk hint, but that's gotta be Punch.
Yeah, that is definitely gonna be Punch.
And then Forest Metal Rewards have 2 potions, so we're not done yet. There's one more. Oh no, we got them both. It was Grab and Mini, so we're chilling. Yay. Excellent. So that's the hint that Paul needs to go back to Japes and go rooting around. You got 2 Diddy checks to find? What the heck? Oh, Grab was not on a medal, you're right. So there is another medal with something. Huh.
Yeah. Now here's the question. We need to find DK soon, because we have the ability finally to grab one of our keys that we found, which is probably key 2. Which means, logically, the game wants you to go back and forth between level 1 multiple times just to grab a key.
Does it? Did Charles do anything out of logic?
Get DK.
Oh, you're right. Charge. Correct.
Now, obviously, you can just go get it anyways,
now,
without any issues.
Paul's looking at the top of the mountain like, wait a minute. What? That's a Diddy check and it's not a Kong. What is going on here? He's gonna get the medal and he's gonna be like, that's a Diddy check and it's not a Kong. What is going on here?
Barely made it in.
It is calculated. Alright, a little bit of backtracking for the 2 of them, so... Alright, let's solve the rest of the seed.
Just covering each other's bases.
Let's solve the rest of the seed. What's in the tree?
That is a point. Let me check.
So, Gorilla...
8 Chunky Diddy.
Gorilla Gon's in Galleon Cranky. I think we found that. I'm feeling pretty good about that one. E8 Chunky K Rule? That's gotta be Gorilla Gon, right?
Most likely. The thing is, all of our chunky moves remaining are also on the path to key 8, which means Hunky and Gone might be path to key 8 hints, which is very scary. Because Hunky to 8 is, oh boy. Oh boy.
How does Hunky tie in?
Because Surroundings is 8 Chunky Diddy, and Gloomy Galleon Shops, which we know is the Sphere Zero shop, is 8 Chunky.
Ooh.
So obviously hints could spread apart at a point, but whatever leads to Hunky is also on the path to 8.
Oh, Thornvine Barn action, hang on.
Ooh! Yes, coconut! Okay.
There is our other key potential, so... Charles has basically 2 keys in his pocket. Which one's key 2? One's key 2, one's key 4, maybe?
Probably.
It's not key 6, and... I don't...
It's not 7 either.
Probably not key 5. We still don't have a key 2 hint, by the way, so we don't actually know. And honestly, it probably wouldn't help us at all, because, like, what are you going to do with the key 2 hint? Like, you're going to get, like... I don't know, like... You're probably going to get a move hinted for key 2, and it won't actually disambiguate anything.
Yeah, honestly, what I'm expecting to see is a hint for Mills, to say that Mills is on the path to key 2 plus the rest of the seed.
But that doesn't help!
I would like to know what Pineapple's on the path to.
Well, the problem is the key 2... The Mills on the path to just key 2 could be the key that's in the main mill, or it could be the coconut to get key 2 back in Japes. Like, it doesn't help you if you get the Mills on the path to key 2. Oh, this is a gun
we
game.
Have a Featherbow. Ooh, Featherbow minigame.
What? Oh, this seed is going back and forth all over the place. Alright, Paul is on his way to the boss, so he'll get his tiny... After a little bit of confusion, like, what is... Japes is going wild. So Charles has a bit of an advantage just for the sake of being thorough in Japes, and ends up... I think routing is going to play a little bit nicer to him.
Oh!
What?
So... surely that means Featherbow's in the tree, yeah?
It's gotta be, right? And then...
Yeah.
So Feather's in the tree, that makes sense to get you to force Beanstalk. And then, what the heck is in the Feathergate barrel? It's gotta be something for key 8? I don't think it's gonna be Rocket Barrel. Although it could be something...
No.
It could be something weird like... It's not the bean. We've seen that it's a potion.
Yeah, let me take a look at these notes. This is a brain buster of a seed before we've even found a single key. What is going on?
Okay, I've got it. The Force and Beanstalk has vines, and the Feathergate barrel is a vines minigame.
Ooh,
or twirl.
Okay.
Either one. That's a little spicy.
we need to find key 2 before we can let that cook happen, because we need to know if Castle is level 3 or not.
we haven't seen level 3! What is going on?
This is so... Ugh.
There's so much to unpack here.
We need brainbusters like this. This is, after all, the grand finals of the first, and maybe more to come, Season 3 Blitz. We need a brainbuster of a seed. This is what we need. This is great.
This is what we play for. My goodness. Alright, I'm penciling in Monkeyport in the cave shop. That would just make sense. Key 8 only? I mean, it could just be a helm instrument, so that could be like bongos too.
Yeah, we still need Bongo's guitar for that, but we know a lot of that stuff's not going to be path to Rocket Barrel, at least, thanks to DK rule.
It's helpful, but, I mean... We've gotten so many DK rule hints, it's gonna get weird.
Oh yeah.
There's a world where it isn't that Feathergate barrel. There's a world where it's on the Beanstalk of all things. The cook I had was like kind of... Honestly, my cook, kind of basic. Let's get a little spicier. Let's put... I don't know. A random move in the Feathergate barrel. Let's say... Oh, I don't know. Let's put... Spring, and you get the bean at Snides.
Alright, okay.
Now we're cooking with gas.
We have the chef's touch added onto this seed. I like it, I like it. Now, I remind everyone as well that we have been considering Bean as what we need this seed. Let me point out that Mini Monkey was hinted.
Yeah, Mini Monkey's a great move, though, so it's entirely reasonable to just get randomly hinted. I don't know where.
Very true, but you got your cook, I got mine. I need a beanstalk seed. Come on, it's great. We need a bean.
I'm so here for it, man. I'm so here for it. All right, I think Paul is done with his Japes trips, and now he gets to go back to Forest and scoop up a key. Is he gonna find Coconut while he's there? That's a bit of a tough sell, but you'd kind of hope so.
It's a pretty dense area there, so it has potential of heading that way.
Isles check. Do your Isles checks. Very good.
Don't forget the checks, please.
Don't forget the... Oh, do not forget this one.
Oh!
What's going on here?
It's going off. It's on the lip. It's guitar.
It's guitar. Wow, we need that. So we'll take that. Can we piece anything together? Triangle's not hinted. Barrels is not hinted. All right, great.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess you just have to randomly find that. And another perfect example of do your Isles checks, folks. That's kind of really good.
Oh, we're getting some boulder tech going on here. I love it. I love it.
We love the boulder tech. Not a great reward. I don't think we've talked to Cranky to figure out if Jetpack is foolish or not, but...
We have. It's foolish to see it, unfortunately.
I did not see it. All right, fair play. Off we go.
Alrighty, we're finally about 30 minutes in, about to see a key. We don't know which key, but we're seeing a key.
Charles is headed for it. Here we go. For daylight. MegaPaul's got to he's got to think about what he wants to do in Forest, because, like, you want to keep it night for the Thornvine Barn, but you want to make a day to go get that key in there, so it's a little bit of an awkward push and pull here. I think this is impossible to be key 6. I don't think that's possible.
No. We have not been hinted anything that leads to this, so we got no idea.
Alright, but Paul decides, okay, my guitar is going to be the greatest thing I've ever seen, so let's just use it immediately, and runs to the only guitar check he can get to, I think. Well, it's not a particularly inspiring result, but there's hope yet. There's one more shot. He is moving on those rafters. Holy smokes.
Not like this.
Okay, now Charles is cooking. He breaks out the LZR tech to use the mini hole to get from the back of the mill to the front of the mill.
Ooh, I like that. I've seen that before. Nobody
will do that. People only do that if they've ever played LZR before, because if you haven't played LZR, you might not even know that hole exists. Crazy. No such luck on guitar for Paul. That's a little tragic, but...
Quick GB is nice, at least.
What is our grab key? What key is this? We need to know.
I am feeling like this is key 5.
I'm thinking the seed is going to be generous. Let's go with key 2 and a key 4 in Japes. And then we just had business as usual. I am not prepared. I'm not mentally prepared for this to be key 7, by the way. This is not okay if this is key 7.
Oh, I don't think it physically can be. Because we're not out of logic right now, aren't we? I think we've got everything in logic.
Yeah, because then that would mean... I don't even know. Plunge is on the path to key 7. That's our only key 7 hit, by the way, right now. So you have to figure that out somehow. Square that circle. Good luck. Alright, Thornvine Barn for Paul. This is good for him. He needs his coconut for sure. Definitely makes it a really wacky back and forth between Forest and Japes to try and get all your keys at once. Charles is going to do it in 3 level visits, and Paul's going to do it in 4, so it's not bad. Or no, 5, I think. Doing Japes, Forest, then back to Japes. Oh. Alright, that's your key 2.
Alright, now we can see Is this... Oh, never mind, we're not going to 3 yet.
Do your aisle checks. It's junk. Don't do it. That is a wacky key 2. I thought we had a crazy key 2 in Charles and Semi. We've done it again. I can't believe it.
Ridiculous. So what is our other key is the question, because to remind everyone, we still don't know what any of these keys are. The game has not told us a single key. Well, early game key.
We don't know any of our early keys, right? What's our Japes key? Is that key 4? Is that key 5? Is it... I don't know. It's not key 7. It's not key 6.
At this rate, it's probably key 9. That's all I can tell you.
Charles remembering his aisles checks? You love to see it? Let's reward for it. Hey, what do we got?
I think these are all just the same hints.
Yep. We have seen these already, I believe.
And MegaPaul about to go and grab Hunky Chunky.
That is such a bizarre Hunky Chunky. That throws everything into a total wreck. Alright, castle's level 3, so you're headed straight to the tree, right? There's like no doubt in my mind you are running directly into that thing.
Was that a blueprint or a potion on the top? I couldn't see that.
It looked like a blueprint.
Okay.
It's gotta be feather in the tree, right? I don't think anything else makes sense. I think it has to be feather.
I think it has to be.
And 15 GBs for castle. You're cutting it close here, but we got there just in time. Holy smokes. Alright, so feather in the tree, Kasplat maybe? Charles?
Charles? The tree's that way.
The tree's behind
you. Turn around!
My guy. Uh-oh. Alright, let him cook, let him cook.
Alright.
Let him cook.
Now, here's the question as well. Where is it in the tree? Because Coconut hasn't been hinted, and Punch is on the path to things, but we don't have Sniper Scope. Now, obviously, the runners can just avoid needing Sniper for the chunky stuff, but the game would hint it if it's not the Kasplat. So what is it that we need to do?
It's a real shame that Coconut isn't hinted. That would be very insightful. Maybe it's coming. Maybe Charles wants just like more info or something. I mean, you're probably gonna clear out castle anyway, so like I don't think there's nothing wrong inherently with going to the underground first. You're gonna check these shops regardless. This is gonna happen.
That is true.
It's just a matter of like order of operations, right? I think I prefer going to the tree first because I want to like know what I need out of the tree. Like if I know that I'm looking for sniper, that's kind of nice to know.
Oh yeah.
For like donkey tree sniping. Things get really weird if it's on the ferry, but if it's on like the chunky check, no problems, right? You can shoot the switch from right under it and bypass the need for sniper. All good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're at the stage right now where you can at least peek every item, which is great information.
And I would try and leverage that information and maybe not even leverage that information, but just stew on it, simmer on it while I clear the rest of castle, right? You're kind of autopiloting through castle, right? You're doing everything here, no problem. All this is going to happen regardless.
Yeah, and considering how expensive castle was, like, both these two runners only just have enough GBs right now to enter it. I don't want to think about level 4's cost.
Yeesh. Alright. Is there a world where there's some, like, really wacky rocket barrel on Castle Diddy Metal or something? That doesn't sound very good. I think that's impossible, actually, now that I look at it. Nice.
We know Forest Center Beanstalk's on the path, so whatever it is, we're looking for Featherbow to then go and see what in Forest Center it is.
Trying to figure out how to make these castle medals as cursed as possible. I think there's nothing that can curse our castle medals. We have the ability to get all of them right now, so no problem.
That is correct, which is out of the ordinary. Castle medals, especially with the change to 45, has definitely made things a little bit difficult. Chunky's medal especially.
I really don't know if it made it much better or worse, because like it's about the same, I think. They're both... Diddy and Chunky's medals were already pretty awful in Castle. We need an alt tweet for Chimpy charging when you're trying to roll with DK.
And I love this by MegaPaul. MegaPaul's going and seeing what this other key is.
Alright, alright. You know you need to do this anyway, so get it out of the way. You could wait. I mean, you go to Castle, right? Castle's level 3. You're good to go. And if it's key 4, then like it doesn't really help you all that much, right? Because like you kind of want diving to go into level 4 sooner. And we don't know where
that is true.
We don't know where diving is at all. Gotta be in the first 3 levels. Could be just like somewhere in Castle.
Ooh, there's a potion there. Oh no.
Twirl potion? Oh boy.
That's always a scary spot to find a potion. That is always a scary spot.
Oh boy. Not hinted as of yet. Don't think we need to panic yet, but keep it in mind. Take it under advisement. Feather is our big money item right now, because Feather gets us away the Horde back in Japes and away the Horde back in Forest. And we might get a little more info on like what's going to be in the center and Beanstalk. It's not going to be Forest Funky, it's going to be something else. We need to see what's in that worm area. The Beanstalk.
Alright,
we also want to know.
Down here.
We also want to know what our hints are for our 20-pack, but Charles is not giving it to us. Oh man. Let's get there. We're gonna look at Donkey's Metal and Japes from MegaPaul. This is kind of a little bit out there, I think. It's accessible, yes, but a little bit of a reach. I guess he wants to do it now while he's in Japes, because he's just never gonna come back here.
Yeah, you can route it into getting the key, so it's not too bad, especially with Coconut Gun.
You have got to be kidding me. That paid out?
Well,
that's insane!
Well!
That's so good!
Okay.
We need bongos for
That's a really good deck.
we need that real bad.
And we have our first Monopoly as well, which was not that long after getting key 2. Take that with a grain of salt.
You know, maybe that's what Charles was thinking. He was thinking Castle shops for Lanky. Let me just run through the shops real quick. And the way he's picking up these bananas suggests he kind of wants to go into the greenhouse to get the metal, so... Here we go, we got action here. Oh, there's our key 2 hinted. Very funny. Mushroom Exterior?
278.
278? DK roll.
That is our Gorilla Grab.
That's grab, right?
Key 7.
Oh my gosh.
Oh! I wonder if Forest Funky Lanky... No. I was thinking Funky Lanky could be key 7, but if Surroundings is Featherbow, then that doesn't work. Huh.
Wait. That can't be it, can it? Because it shouldn't grab be on the path to Chunky K rule? Because it got his Hunky Chunky? No, I'm thinking backwards. It got his Pineapple.
It got his Pineapple, which is why I was thinking Forest Lanky. But if Featherbow is indeed what we're thinking in the Surroundings, then that means Forest Funky Lanky can really only be... Well, what could it even be? Like... I don't know.
I mean, it could just be like anything you need, right? It could just be like something for key. It could be Vines, depending on where Feather is. No, it can't be Vines. It would have to be in a shared shop.
Ooh, I have a guess what it could be. I think it might be the Bean.
The Bean sold by Forest Funky? That would be crazy.
I mean, if we are right about the Bean having something, then really, Feather and the Bean are the only thing we're missing.
Interesting. Okay, grab plus punch. How does that get you key 7? Those are our 2 key 7 hints. We just saw it's.
And both the 2 got Pineapple.
We did not get the triple minecart dream, which is a tragedy, but. So, grab got us Pineapple though, so maybe it's Pineapple plus punch. So pick your poison.
Yeah, well, punch also got you Pineapple is the thing.
Not in the tree. Could be the shed. Maybe the shed. Depends on where. No, because we have triangle. Alright, here we go. We're finally going to look at the tree from Charles. And we're finally going to look at the key from...
Now we're going to try and finally look at the tree.
Okay. Finally, we're gonna get a look at the tree from Charles. Play it again, Sam. And Paul needs to go hit the.
Could be in Chunky's Get Out. There's the 5-ship. Oh, sorry, 5-door temple. There we go. I got my words right.
Well,
Aztec.
5-door temple, but that doesn't explain punch, I don't think.
Punch was needed to get pineapple because you needed to get punch to get to the back of the mills.
Okay, it's not the pineapple. It's not the chunky check in the tree. It looks like because he just ran away from it. What key is this? It's key 5. Okay, sure, we'll take it. There it is. It is just simply took a splat.
Yeah.
Life is good.
Nice.
So now with Feather, we got action. We got action. We can head to the Beanstalk. We can go scoop up maybe Rocket Barrel. We can go. Hopefully that's Rocket Barrel. We can go scoop up whatever's on Forest Funky Lanky. That could be anything.
Did Charles not peek the item, or
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not that interested in it. I don't think it's going to be kind of crazy. I don't think it's that crazy. One reason I don't think it's crazy is we don't know where, we don't have diving hinted, and well, no, that doesn't matter. We don't have sniper. Once sniper turns up, then we can like maybe start freaking out about it. But I think that is a modest hedge to just leave it. Who cares?
oh, this file? I forgot about this file.
Yeah.
We're about to figure out this way of the Horde file.
Yes. So is this some like wacky minigame that we need something out of Forest Funky for, or something out of the Beanstalk area for?
Oh no! Oh no!
Even better. I thought a Vines minigame. I was close. I was so close. Wrong order.
Wait, what about the key? Charles left without getting the key.
He can get it later. Who cares? He's coming back. Like, you know where.
Sure, I get your
you know where your answer is. Like you can lie to yourself. Just like you know where the answer is. It's just in Forest. Son of a gun.
Oh, I like this. I like this. We have 4 fairies as well. I didn't notice the 4 fairies. So
Okay.
we're gonna be getting whatever this is.
So can any DK64 super geniuses tell me if that was also the fairy mini, or if that was also the Vines minigame? Was that the diving Vines one, or just diving? I think it was just diving.
I wasn't paying attention,
that would
but
be
I think it might have just been diving.
It would have been extraordinarily rude if it required both. It would be extraordinarily funny. Okay, feather for Paul, so he's got his feather. He went to the tree first, so now he's got the rest of Castle to figure out what he wants to do with. And Charles is like, all right, give me diving. Let's just cut to the chase. We're going to Forest Funky.
Alright. We're finally figuring out what's going on here. So to note, shops are their own region for those that are not sure exactly how regions work. So while Forest Center Beanstalk is hinted, Forest Funky Lanky is its own separate thing. So there are 2 things we're going to be finding here.
I regret to inform
I'm
you.
hoping Lanky buys the bean.
I don't think it's the worm. I'm very concerned it is the dirt and not the beanstalk. It's a 50-50 now. It's actually a 50-50, a true 50-50 here. Which one of these is required?
Fingers crossed. Let's see.
Oh no, Charles is doing the dirt first. Oh my god, look to the skies.
Look up. Yes! We have a bean seed, chat. And please be the bean.
Is it just
Please
the
buy
bean?
the bean. Yes!
It's the bean! We got the good ending, yes! Bean! Oh my god.
Now, I couldn't see the color. Was that a blue or a purple potion? We're about to get it.
It looked blue to me.
What do we need a blue potion for?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know. So this blue potion has to get us diving somehow? Oh, maybe. This blue potion has to get us a rocket barrel somehow.
Yes. Which, I don't think we have anything else pointing the rocket barrel at the moment.
So whatever
this is...
Gosh, whatever this is gonna be informative. My guess is like grape. Grape makes the most sense. You go to like the owl tree area and like pick it up off a crate or something.
True. Did either of our runners peak Checker Legends?
Paul didn't have DK at the time, so I don't think he did. I don't even know. What is this going to be? This could get weird if this is like O stand and it sends you to the painting room. Well, no, you still need a way to kill things in the painting room. Alright, Paul's getting his 20 pack of hints at 24 GBs. Very cool. GB check. So Charles is at 25 and 1 blueprint. Paul's at 24 and none blueprints. So that is blue, right? It's dark.
Yeah, that's blue. It's okay.
Trombone. Right.
Okay, trombone.
Sure.
Now, that's interesting to note because we don't have Lanky for Helm or K rule.
Okay, I think I know where diving is, by the way. It's just back in Japes, right? Lanky's gate in Japes is a clear vial.
Oh, it was?
Yes. We need to go get that.
But wait, oh right, that cage.
Paul did not have Lanky when he went back to Japes. So he's gotta go back there. That could be diving or vines, either of which would be awesome.
Very true. And we still don't know what coconut's on the path to, so that's open for anything.
It could also be third
really
melon! Whoa! That's crazy. And somehow, after all this hilarity, they're climbing the castle at the same time. 48 minutes into the seed, they're climbing the castle at the same time. This is ridiculous.
Out of all the things that could have gone on this seed, I was not expecting a high five on the castle climb.
Here we are. They're almost even on moves. Paul's got the bongos advantage out of the donkey Japes medal, which is insane. And Charles has the trombone advantage after going to hunt down the beam.
Now, if we find if that is not diving in Japes and we find diving elsewhere, that might be a good way of drawing Charles back to Japes. But otherwise, Charles just needs to go back there.
He's got to go back anyway. He's got to go get his key 5 there, right? He's seen a key. We have no key 4 hints still. We don't know where key 4 is at all. Good luck.
True. Oh, wow. We also still don't know where key 6 or 7 is.
We have a pretty good. I think we have a pretty decently done key 6 and 7. I'm thinking key 6 is on the Caves lobby, Kasplat, a punch lock check in the Caves lobby. I think that's a pretty reasonable spot for key 6. Could be the Strong Kong lava check, but Strong Kong isn't.
Yeah, that's very reasonable, actually. Yeah.
I think Caves lobby makes a lot of sense for key 6. I'm pretty comfortable penciling that in. Key 7 is a little scarier because I think it's any pineapple check in the game.
Yeah.
Similarly, Rocket Barrel is a little scary. It's any trombone check in the game, so I don't know what to make of that. But that said, look at how much stuff we need remaining. We need Monkey Port, which at this point I'm pretty comfortable penciling in a cave shop. We need Gorilla Gun, pretty comfortable penciling in that on specifically Galleon Cranky.
Yeah.
We need Rocket Barrel, which trombone we know we got a lead on. We need Vines, which I guess we have no leads on. The Clear Violent Japes, I guess. And that's it? We don't even necessarily need diving. I guess we need diving for that Way of the Horde Tiny Potion. Or the Way of the Horde Tiny Barrel. Whatever that is.
Yeah. Ooh, like this peak?
Oh, we even have the Cranky Diddy in Japes Hinted.
Wait, you can take a photo of the fairy through the house?
It's very goofy. Long story on that one. I'll explain later.
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Now, mind you, the rooms are foolish, so there's nothing in here anyway. So, womp.
Oh yeah, that is true, actually.
Rare instance of me remembering foolish hints. Rare. Feast your eyes. Or ears mostly, I guess.
Alrighty, so we'll see. Chunky Shed I've been thinking about with Punch being hinted. This can't be key 7, but...
Why might he be in a foolish area? I don't know, maybe... He might just want GBs out of a foolish area. He might just... Forgot. It's pretty likely. Like, that happens all the time. Right, Mills.
Oh, there we go.
So that's our pineapple hint, right?
Yeah.
Or is that coconut?
Oh, coconut, sorry. Yeah, that's our coconut hint.
Is that coconut or pineapple?
Oh, wait.
I think that's pineapple. No, that's coconut because it's key 5.
No, it's coconut because key 5.
Yeah.
There's our pineapple hint.
There's... Oh my god, this is an absolute mess. Oh, but the castle rooms have a potion anyway, but it's a foolish potion.
Great hint. Great. That is a brilliant scouring. We know the location of our third melon if our chat was curious.
It has eaten a junk vial. And this did confirm that we're right in thinking that pineapple is on the path to key 7 somehow.
Yeah.
Oh man, it could be trombone. No, it can't be trombone because trombone would be just key 8 and the DK roll. Pineapple is where everything diverges. Because it's not feather, it's not trombone, so it's definitely not that. It has to be specifically pineapple.
Yeah, and unless a pineapple further assists us in finding our rocket barrel, pineapple is only useful for key 7 moving forward, so that is also decent information.
I feel like we're getting all the good hints after the fact. Like, we've almost, like, solved the seed already, and we've just kind of got... we got the leftovers, and like... Oh, you solved it! Well done! Here's how you did it! It is 3 mills hints, and they all point in different endpoints. That's tough. That's a tough one to figure out. On the fly? This is a finals-worthy seed of making you think.
It really is. Speaking of making you think, where's diving? Where's vines? No way it's as simple as we find diving as our clear vial, and then the feather bow check is vines. No way it's as simple as that.
It could very well be, actually. I mean, we've seen a clear vial in Japes. I want to see it a little closer. Give me a close up on that thing. Scoop that bad boy up. Gimme. I'm kind of running out of things to do, to be honest.
Yeah, there's not a lot. The both runners kind of just need to go back to Japes at this point.
Alright, who's gonna check the castle boss?
Oh. Surely no way there's anything there.
That would be so mean.
I mean, MegaPaul right now is at Candies. Do we get the boss peak?
Right there,
That's
man.
the question.
Right there, the call of the void. Alright, so we know Charge is way the horde in order to get Donkey, but it's not hinted, so Diddy Crypt isn't that interesting. I guess Junkie Crypt's pretty good. Punch Pineapple? This could be key 7.
That is true, this could be.
Or like vines or something. Take a blueprint for your troubles.
Alright, here we go. Now we're pushing Japes.
Okay, interesting. How did Feather get us... Oh, Feather got us Chunky Hero because the Mushroom Barrel Potion was a Feather mini game. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, but the hints are going crazy in this scene. This is a tough one to unpack.
It's not pleasant.
This is
we've seen things on both sides of it, so like we can piece this together well from the information we have. Both of these runners have seen things the other has not, so both the two of them probably are just like, where am I going? What's next? What am I supposed to do?
Oh my god! All right, finally some time for Charles to go get his key 5. Did he? I don't know if he saw the clear vial in the Lanky Cage. I'm pretty sure I saw it on MegaPaul's stream. So I don't know if Charles saw that one. I sure hope he did.
I feel like both did, but we'll see in a second. Love this strap, by the way.
I don't know who invented it, but I think I did it first, so I'm gonna claim it. That's all. That's my sole contribution to this randomizer.
Alright, Charles opened Lankies but didn't open Tiny's, telling me Charles probably saw the wide vial.
That is a very strong indication that he knows exactly what he's doing. Which is good. That's good. Does he have Chunky's medal already? That's like the prime spot to get it right there. I guess he did, probably. MegaPaul getting the bad news. You gotta think about Twirl now. Oh no. Oh no. What if it's Twirl in the feather cage? Oh boy. What if that's Vines? Oh boy.
I I don't know how I feel about that, Cook, but let me tell you, the hairs are sticking up on my arm right now from you saying that. Oh.
It is frighteningly easy to imagine disaster scenarios in this game. Really incredible. I think Charles is like, I think they both just forgot what was in DK's cage and just like popped it open anyway, which, you know, understandable on this day.
Fair enough, fair enough. Just the realization of 1 foot away from the coin. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna leave that be.
Excellent presence of mind from Charles to consider Donkey's medal here. He's gonna be rewarded with bongos if he follows through, but it's not a given that he follows through here.
Yeah, we'll find out in a second anyways.
33 GBs apiece. I see 4 blueprints on MegaPaul's side and 3 blueprints on Charles' side. Very close still. And Charles is buying up shops now, or buying out at this shop real fast. So up he goes. Now we're tied. Words to strike fear into the heart of race mods everywhere. And now MegaPaul's gonna get the bad news. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And give it a sec. 3, 2, 1, and there pinpoints the moment where the heart breaks.
I'm pretty sure that's not the Vines one. I didn't see any Vines floating around, but they'd be a little bit hard to see. They'd be red. Oh, brother, you gotta shoot that balloon, my guy. You have got to shoot that donkey balloon. That is everything. You do not want to be coming back late to Japes for your bongos. This is kind of a disaster.
There we go.
Behind. Oh, a little bit awkward. 34. Grab one more balloon. He's got it. He's got the route. Okay. Huge Nintendo coin pickup. Because it's just in Paul's way, so he's like, well, I may as well. Alright, what is this clear vial?
No shot. What? Are you kidding me?
Got that evil laugh out of my system. Alright, your consolation prize is bongos. Have a good one.
I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute while I just scream my lungs out.
Yeah, okay, team, we have a problem. Where is Vines? Or where is diving? And or Vines?
So what hasn't been done by both runners? Oh, okay.
I like this.
Hive, actually.
I like the hive.
Yeah.
Feather being pretty well hinted here. Key 8, Chunky K roll, Diddy K roll. Chunky K roll solved, Diddy K roll. Probably something to do with that bonus barrel. But Key 8, we need Feather to Key 8 somehow. Well, I guess if it's right.
There's something here?
Ooh,
I couldn't see what color that was.
I don't know, but it's eligible to be diving associated. We're still within the bounds of the first 3 levels, because we haven't even looked at what level 4 is, or level 5, or anything else.
Well...
Wow, that's very rude, because that just opened up a lanky dungeon. Are you gonna go back for a lanky dungeon?
Oh. That's rude. That's rude.
And he bails out of the hive for it. That's ambitious. It could also be the top of Castle Lobby. I don't think either of them have seen this.
Alright, MegaPaul getting ready to go and witness a masterpiece right here.
Greatness.
Look up, MegaPaul.
Team, I don't think we're getting a world record here, are we? Good one, Snap. This is a doozy. It will solve very quickly when Vines turns up, I think, because you get Vines. Well, once diving and Vines turn up, I guess it solves really fast. Because I'm pretty sure Gorilla Gun. We know what shop Gorilla Gun is in, and Cave's Cranky Diddy is hinted way of the Horde, and Cave shops on the path to Key 8. That's almost certainly just Monkey Port now.
Yeah,
we're just
kind of
done.
has to be. Now, this here has potential of just outright being Rocker Barrel, and then maybe Vines or Divings on the...
This makes perfect sense.
Rocker Barrel on
Trombone?
at the top of Castle?
You're totally right. This is a Trombone right here, right? Trombone? This is perfect. I mean, it could be diving, and then it's Rocket Barrel in the Feather Cage.
Could be.
I think it's one of the two.
And considering that Gloomy Galleon... Oh, yep. Good call, good call. Something here.
So the reason this one works out so well is because Trombone got hinted, and that balloon is feather-locked, and Feather got hinted. So it's a it's a real doozy, but it works out pretty nice. That's an excellent pull from Charles here.
The question is, how simple is the path from here? Is this Rocket? Is this the means to get Rocket? Is this Ponytail Twirl?
Witness another Beanstalk climb. We love to see Beanstalk climbs here. Or your Trombone Tremor. What do you even
Beautiful sight.
Oh boy, that's a real mess.
What do we have here? Ah, alright.
That's diving. Holy smokes. Oh no, and now you can get a Castle Underground hint and you might think it's Twirl related, but it's not. That's kind of rude.
That is very rude.
That's a little terrifying, but doesn't seem like it's related. I think at this point I am... Once we find vines, I'm comfortable riding off that barrel. But till then...
Yeah. Well, we're about to go do this, so let's see what this is. This kind of has to be either Vines or Rocket, right? I don't see anything else this could be.
I would greatly prefer Vines here. Which sounds strange, but you pretty much have a dead lead on Vines to Rocket Barrel, right? And Vines does not lock a ton of stuff. It's deceptively small in how much it locks.
That is true. The problem with that is, unless if you get another hit for like Lowlands or something, Vines doesn't necessarily have to be on the path, so you might still end up pushing Trombone and diving checks anyways, which is very scary.
But even still, you have a lead. If this is Rocket Barrel, your paths are all solved. You have no idea where Vines is. Vines is just up in the air.
That is very true, actually. That is
that's the scary thing, is that we no longer have any idea where Vines is if this is Rocket Barrel. What is going on? What is that? Like, you can't just drop O stand on us like that. Excuse me? I think. Is this the randomizer declaring war on us? Like, we're under attack.
Get another coffee. I'm not awake enough for this yet.
We're under attack, team. Mushroom interior, painting room. You got options here. This could be Trombone too. Well, I mean, Trombone got you diving, but you just got to keep following O stand somewhere. Lanky's metal, maybe? Is that even a question?
You have diving, O-stand, peanut, yeah.
Coconut
and because
diving.
of the fairy, you have to go out of your way to grab this melon.
Oh my god.
This is the most painful thing ever.
If grape is on Lanky's metal, it's O-stand locked. Oh my god. Oh, we are in the spin cycle here, team. Have we seen the Check of Legends?
I don't think anyone's picked Check of Legends, and that could be Vine Swing.
Oh my lord!
And everyone here can also enjoy some DK64Randomizer.com by going and following that link, and you will also be able to experience O-stand on the path to everything.
Okay, okay, what is going on here? Strong Kong on the path to... Okay, what the heck? So
that makes perfect sense. Strong Kong got you Coconut Gun, which is on the same path. So that's solved. And Galleon medals to 7?
So somehow, one of our Galleon medals is Pineapple locked, so it's just Chunky's medal? Let's take a look.
But why would it be Punch? Oh, because Punch unlocked Pineapple.
Yes. But Pineapple is also specifically hinted to Key 7. Did Pineapple lock diving somehow? Yes, because Trombone was in Force Funky.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, good that we got a direct hint for that, but that's a disgusting path to Key 7.
This now greatly depends on where Vines is. I think Vines must be Pineapple lock now. Because Vines and Pineapple is enough for the medal. And Peanut, Punch, and Vines is enough for the medal. So I think Vines needs to be diving locked. Or needs to be Pineapple locked in order for it to make sense.
Yes.
Oh, that's... Oh. Ooh. I think I got that right?
think you have. I don't know, this is going over my head. I am already lost. I mean, I'm not even lost in the source. I'm just lost.
Oh, medals get real weird real quick when you start getting into strictly required items. Depending on things that lock the other things, we run into this world where I think it is impossible to get Chunky's medal and Galleon without having Pineapple in your possession. Because Pineapple helped you get Trombone, and Trombone helped you get Diving. And Diving just got you O-Stand, and we don't know what O-Stand gets you. So maybe O-Stand? Oh gosh.
O-Stand is directly hinted as the thing as well. So
right.
here's my question.
There's no
Have
uncertainty.
any of these two runners picked Mushroom Insides?
I don't think so.
I think we need to go back to Forest.
It must be. If it's not the painting room, which it wasn't. I don't hate this tiny metal check here, but I don't think it's anything. Best case scenario, this is like...
There's a chance.
Best case scenario, you just randomly find Vines, but I think Vines has to be... Pineapple Locked somehow. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. But the problem is Pineapple Locked is really vague because it could be Trombone Locked? Bean Locked?
Considering how many medals in this game hard require Pineapple, or in the most disgusting Eye of all Woods,
it could be
Diving...
Diving...
There's a lot of things.
It could be Diving Locks Vines. That's an eligible scenario. So
yeah,
some combination of Pineapple, Diving, O-Stand, Trombone will get you Vines. That is horrendous. It is so bad.
Well, Charles right now, they're both the two high-fiving around the mushroom outsides for lanky bananas as well.
Oh my goodness. So MegaPaul is a little bit stuck until he heads to the hive, but he could bypass this O-Stand shenanigans by kicksliding into the top of the mushroom like he just did.
Wow, okay.
Oh
no!
Okay, time to break out the calculator. What is Vines doing on this medal? We knew there was a second item on the medals, and it happens to be Vines!
I think that just requires night access.
It's Grape or Slam and O-Stand. It's O-Stand locked! This medal is O-Stand locked! Depending on where Grape is. O-Stand locks Grape? Or Vines locks Grape?
Or maybe Vines locks Grape.
I mean, who cares? We don't need it, right? We don't care what Vine... We don't care anymore. Right? This doesn't matter at all. I think Charles is like inches away from getting his Vines, and he's just gonna be like, okay, well, what do I do with it? I guess I just move on with my life and go to the rest of the game. Which Charles can do, and while MegaPaul has gone quite a bit past the game's logic, still needs to get that diving. Okay. All this is true, but there is one problem, which is really funny. We don't know where Key 4 is. So, you want to get to the rest of the game? You gotta find Key 4. Good luck.
Oh, that's awful.
Okay,
how many GPs do we have?
This is red alert for Charles. He needs to not leave Forest here, because it is very easy to just pause exit out of this room without Lanky's medal. I don't know if he's gonna think to do Lanky's medal. This is insane. He might leave Forest here.
Okay, exiting level.
He's sticking around for Forest. We have 3 hints left. One at 45 GBs and one at 50. Or 2 at 45 GBs and one at 50. One of those 3 hints is a Key 4 hint, guaranteed. It's probably just in a shop in level 4. We can probably not freak out. But it is really funny.
This is,
Okay, Charles is getting his medal. Oh my god. Vine swinging.
Alright, we are at hour 10 in chat, and we're about to figure out what level 4 is. Never mind, no, we're not.
Oh, maybe? I think, I mean, he's like, wait a minute. Where's Key 4?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna go figure out what level 4 is. Hang on. Here we go. What is our level 4? It is not an accident that there are question marks this whole time. We don't know what 4, 5, 6, or 7 are. Caves.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, well, let's see if this is indeed our Key 6.
Show me Key 6.
Surely it's either this or the, factory. Oh no, it's late lobbies, never mind.
There we go, yeah. We're good. Key 6. Thank you. Alright, finally the seed plays nice. Finally. Oh, brother, you gotta see my notes spreadsheet. It is an absolute bonanza of colors. It looks like a Jackson Pollock painting, I tell you what. It is just all over the place. The color coding is immense. Because we got so many path hints and so many long path hints. Just everything everywhere all at once. Madness.
Every time you're playing or commentating or watching these Season 3 seeds, especially lately, you're pointing at the billboard, just trying to connect the dots to everything, figuring everything out, looking like a madman. I love it. You being everyone.
Straight out Always Sunny.
That's it.
Did he crypt?
Hell.
The problem is I'm afraid that the rest of our seed might well be solved. I think Charles is basically in go mode as far as I can tell. If we assume it's just a Galleon medal for Key 7, a Galleon shop for Gorilla Gone, and then this cave shop that we're coming up on has Monkey Port, and we're just chilling. It could be the
still haven't figured out Rocket Barrel or Key 4 though.
This could be... Oh, well, okay, yeah, but we got a lot of leads on that one, I think. I think Trombone is a pretty strong lead. Well, maybe. So this is the hinted thing. This is probably Monkey Port. Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Good. So that's one solution. All right, yeah. So we gotta smash our brains together and figure out this Monkey Port, or figure out this Rocket Barrel. It's gotta be Trombone. Is the last part of this? Is the last step in the chain, right?
Well, Trombone is the last thing that has been directly hinted. We have Diving, O-Stand, and Vines that are potentially on the path.
Oh my god.
The Trombones are our last guaranteed set thing.
Oh my god, I think I've blundered this whole time. We have a Hive tunnel on the path to Key 8 DDK rule hint. I penciled that in 5 minutes in as Peanut because that's where Peanut was. What if it's the diving that's back there? Or no, it wasn't diving, it was... What was back there? That was O-Stand? What if that's...
Baboon Balloon.
It was Balloon, okay. What if it's Balloon that got hinted there?
That could be. Well, here's my question for you, since you are the hint meister.
Oh, but that would
we
put you
have
at
Galleon
diving.
medals hinted to Key 7. How many medals can you get in Galleon without Peanuts?
Galleon medals without Peanuts. That's a good question. Most of them, I think.
Because that could answer the question, because if the game's forcing you to essentially go into Shipwreck for bananas, then we know that is pointing to the Balloon.
Diddy needs it. Diddy needs diving and Peanut, exactly. You can get away with it with Lanky with Punch, Grape, Diving, but we know Grape is in an insane spot, so you kind of need Peanut there. Tiny's is a mess, but we've got it with Diving, Feather, Pineapple. Chunky's is, as aforementioned, likely our Key 7 spot, given that it's definitely Pineapple locked. Almost certainly. And then Donkey's, I'm pretty sure, is free with Coconut. Yeah, and the Slam. Well, I suppose it depends on where the Slam is, but I think with Blast, Coconut, Diving, yeah, we're fine. That's not Peanut. So there's a couple Peanut lock medals, so that's a possibility. Okay. But... Yeah, so that would only serve to help solve this hint. Oh man, that balloon is an epic plot twist. Again. This is hard, man. What the heck?
So Charles just left Caves and is now checking what we already know is a GB off of the dirt patch. We still don't know where Key 4 is.
Where's Key 4? Did he see all the shops?
I believe so. I think there was still some checks that Charles didn't do, but...
Oh, man. Huh. It feels like we've picked this game apart. Where are our GBs? We want to get the 45.
Considering how many moves were found in the first few levels, how many of them are being hinted, and how many of them were not on the path to 4, tells me Key 4 just has to be some basic check, yeah?
Wow, Charles is dumping to get the 45 GBs to figure out where Key 4 is, I think. This is wild.
I respect this.
This is wild. Alright, let's hear your finest cooks. We got some... I think it's just a lightly locked thing. So my guess is like maybe a Caves medal. Lightly locked Caves medals. Haha, good one, me. Shoot, it could be a Caves Metal for Rocket Barrel for all we know. Lanky Tower, Caves Mini Kasplat, Caves Lanky Metal, Lanky Ice Castle Slam. I actually like that one. Castle Lobby Barrel, that would be a little spicy. I think that would have gotten hinted. Rabbit Race, Beetle Race. Nothing good.
We have some cooks here. We have some chefs in the chat. I'm loving it.
Paul has finally caught up on the good word of balloon in the hive area, which is just maddening. He's on track to go get his diving, but he's too little too late. He's definitely a little bit behind. If Charles steps on the gas here, he's in the driver's seat right now. It's a boss! Oh, no! No!
Are you kidding me?
And then Castle Lanky Dungeon is hinted, so even if Paul struggles to immediately piece it together, he's gonna be back in Lanky Dungeon in no time, and probably to the castle boss at the same time. Oh my god. It's not Doggone 2 because we have Hunky hinted, so there's no way it's that. There's a world where it's
Barrels has not been hinted, so it has to be, well, we've seen Puff Toss, so it has to be either a generic Barrels boss, could be Mad Jack, but we haven't found Twirl yet, so I'm not thinking so.
It would be a weird seed if this is Mad Jack. Gotta say. Oh, you know what? The worst case scenario is actually just on the Caves boss, because that's just gonna make you run through caves and pick up CBs for 5 minutes. That's just so mean. It's so unnecessary. Oh my god. It could be Mad Jack, it just depends where Twirl is, but we have no idea where Twirl is.
Yeah.
Hunky
Twirl basically has to be like a random caves check.
There's like 15 things that are on the path to Hunky. It's all part of the castle tree feather shenanigans. So it's definitely not Doggone 2, that's the only thing we know. Okay, give me a random boss here, I don't know. Barrels did not get hinted. Barrels just off like a splat in the Stormy Tunnel, so... Oh my god, key 4 is on the castle boss. They could have been here and like actually half an hour ago. Remember when we were idly wondering who was gonna check the castle boss first, and then neither of them did?
And somehow it was our key 4, which, by the way, Barrels still has not been hinted.
Oh my god.
So this is, well...
Army 1. Wow. Wow. I'm losing my mind on this seed. This one's a wild one.
This is a ridiculous seed. Now, for the most part, we're at the point now where we know where almost everything is. We're assuming that Gorilla God is Galleon Cranky, T7, one of the Galleon medals. Where is Rocket Barrel?
Best lead is... O-Stand? Maybe? No, Balloon. Balloon, question mark?
Yeah.
Balloon
and then diving.
Give me Lanky's Igloo. Not foolish. I checked. There we go.
Lanky Igloo could make sense.
And
if we are... So this is where things get scary. So going back to what you were saying how we feel like the Hive hint is not actually Peanuts. It's now actually Baboon Balloon. That opens up the entirety of Galleon.
The entirety of Galleon?
Because Peanuts, if we're right about Baboon Balloon's location, that means Peanut is just on the way of the Horde item. Which means we could find potentially Lanky's 5 ship.
Okay. I mean, it's still not too bad. We're still relatively constrained in what we need, right? It's certainly a trombone thing, which means which means trombone, diving, and then possibly balloon gets thrown into the mix.
Yeah, but the thing is, since trombone and balloon unlock diving,
maybe O-Stand?
It could just be a generic diving check as well.
Yeah, that's a... Oh boy, this is getting weird real quick.
Yeah.
We're getting a quick little Lanky tour of the game, I think. You just run into every Lanky check you can think of, I think. Oh my god.
Wait, what is that? Oh, that's a rainbow coin.
Is that... What boss did... Is that the forest boss? Okay, yeah. Paul's checking bosses now. This is a little brutal. So he's into the castle boss now. He's going to get Lanky Dungeon hinted, and that will be his diving, but He needs to get the 45 to get that hint, which is just ridiculous. I don't blame him for not dumping. There's a lot of... It's most efficient to do one dump at the end of the seed to get the 64, right? It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's natural. It's what people want to do. Okay, hello, orange throwing out of nowhere. What are you doing? You're up to no good.
I'm sure it's nothing. Surely oranges doesn't lead to anything this seed, yeah?
But at the end of the day, Charles choosing to dump to get the 45 got him the information he needed to immediately make progress, right? I think it just makes sense. You can immediately step on the gas, immediately make progress. It works out pretty nicely. That's true. We can mercifully rule out Rocket Barrel and Helm. That's not possible. We got Monkey Port, Solo P8. It is not an upper crem at all, so we can forget about that.
Which is really good news.
It's news. I don't know if it's good news. It's just news. At this point, who knows?
Look, wishful thinking, then nothing being unhinted in Helm. Like, I distinctly remember, I believe it was the Season 2 tourney generic dude was it generic dude or Danilio versus Kuiper? Where there was just an unhinted thing in Helm that was, like, go mode. It's just like, moments like that are what make seeds like these scary. So,
that's true. I feel like we have a lead, at least, on our Rocket Barrel. I don't think Factory is our answer, though, because, like, what are you going to do here? Like,
no.
I guess you could look at the lanky O-stand check. There's nothing to dive in. There's literally no water. Maybe it's a bonus barrel. That would be horrendous.
Yeah. I feel like Charles is probably here just to do a final GB rush, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, you need to get into Galleon. We don't know where Galleon is. This is a level 5 Factory.
Yeah, how much was it? Did anyone say how much it was to enter Factory?
31. That's a hearty B-locker. Whew.
Now, there is a trombone check that is here. I doubt it's that check, and even if it was, we're kind of missing a slam for that.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty reasonable, just like, okay, last hint. Needs to be the greatest hint of all time. You know what? That's not great. just gonna love with you, team. That's not great. I was trying to look at the bright side, then I was like, well, no, that's really kind of bad. That doesn't really tell us anything.
Congratulations, you have a very heavily hinted seed. These Sphere Zero checks are foolish. Thank you.
Great. We love that for us. We love that for us, don't we? I ain't a chunky blueprint decision. Oh. Yeah, 64 by any means necessary. Actually, shoot, just get into whatever Galleon is.
Yeah, I want to see the B-locker amount for Galleon, because if Galleon's affordable, I feel like that's easily the play.
Right? There's a lot of lanky checks to go there. Any diving check could be a Rocket Barrel. Any diving check. In fact, I got hinted Way of the Horde. Well, no, it's Way of the Horde because you needed to get into caves, so that's fine. That tracks, and presumably it's probably also on the path to Rocket Barrel. But it's a solved Way of the Horde, which is to say it doesn't have to be diving. It could be trombone. It could be a trombone balloon check like Lanky's Igloo, which would go insane.
Oh yeah. Now, bear in mind, something very interesting. MegaPaul has read the hint for our diving and can go get it, but hasn't.
No, he hasn't. He doesn't have 45 GBs. He only has 44. He does not know where diving is.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's still thinking on. He's still stewing over that. He's still sitting on 7 blueprints. He can get the 50 if he wanted. Not that 50 is any good. But at 7 blueprints, he's at 51 GBs, whereas Charles is at 52 plus 1 blueprint, so he's at 53? Still very close. As long as... It's very close, but Charles has the seed progression advantage, right? He has more stuff. He knows more information. And so all things equal, he will get to 64 and be done faster.
The real question is just where is Rocket and who gets Rocket quicker. Everything else about this seed could go either way. And then you are right, now reading the Lanky Dungeon hint. So hopefully MegaPaul goes and gets that now. Yeah.
That is a stop everything moment. Like, oh no, there it is. Wait, where are you going? That's not where I thought you were going to be going. Maybe he wants to find Galleon. I mean...
That is also true.
And maybe he realized that, wait, this could just be diving. Hang on, I gotta leave. Where are you going to Japes? Alright, let him cook. Let him cook. What is he cooking? How funny would it be if it's the... Have we seen the Japes Boulder trombone pad?
Yes. I forget what it was, but it wasn't anything.
It'd be very funny. It would be very funny. I don't think it's that much of a mess of a rocket barrel. I really don't feel like rocket barrel is that much of a mess here. I think the answer is just in Galleon, most likely. So like you can put your outs. Like this isn't anything that's like truly random or crazy. It gives Paul some hope, but I think if Charles plays the way I think he's gonna play, it pans out in his favor. Not a given though. Not a given. You still gotta stand and deliver. And on top of that, we know that Galleon needs a slam. So if it's in a slam check underwater, that's terrifying beyond all known measure.
Very scary. Now, I'm very concerned about MegaPaul. MegaPaul read the hint and went to Japes, and is still not going to Castle.
Yeah, that Castle
What's going
Lanky
through MegaPaul?
Did he think he got it already or something? I don't know if he knows what he got there.
I'm not sure.
Galleon is our level 6, so we only need one slam if we need something here. That's a small mercy, you know.
Only 35. That's not bad at all. So now we're going to get some answers, hopefully.
Wow, I would have... Oh, man, I would have loved... I didn't realize it was this cheap. I would have loved to come in here first for Charles and do more exploring here. Trying to figure out diving, trombone. Here's Paul, but Paul is divingless. This is kind of a disaster. Now, mind you, this room doesn't even need diving. Like a barrels room or pineapple? Oh, he's thinking Chunky's metal, right?
Yeah. Which, yeah, Chunky, Tiny's metal, decent candidates if you have pineapple hinted.
Well, Chunky's metal is almost certainly key 7. And we need that. We're getting Chunky's metal. He's leaving the barrels check behind because barrels didn't get hinted. But Paul is not. Paul is all in on all in on this cannon. Let's go.
I wonder what is going through Paul's mind right now. Doing level 6, oh no, level 7 Galleon checks with no diving. Oh no, it is 6. I'm reading the tracker. That is one of the most scariest cop locations.
He's one of the worst. Unfortunate. #1 cop on the force today. See ya. This guy's also pretty annoying. But I think Paul's also just kind of playing it safe and picking up everybody's metal, which is also... Or Charles is playing it safe and picking up everybody's metal, which just makes tons of sense.
I have right now an idea of what Paul is doing. I wonder if Paul is purposely hoping that diving is skippable this seed.
It's not, but... That would be ambitious.
I mean, while I'm pretty sure Rocket is going to be locked by it, is there a chance?
No. You need to get into Cave's lobby to get key 6.
Oh,
and you need to get into Caves to get Monkey Port. It is 100% required to get diving.
You are correct there.
Unless he thinks that it's somehow level 7 Caves, just like desperately hoping for it. It ain't there. You definitely need diving. Alright, but what if we find Twirl and the magical item is on the Twirl check? Castle.
Oh, that vial is still scaring me.
It never won't. It never won't. Diving is on a Way of the Horde hinted Castle Lanky dungeon that Paul has seen that hint and is not going back for it. So that's a...
Ooh, yeah, that's actually a good point. It's not Cranky Shop.
Wait.
That confirms that Peanut is not hinted on a path to anything this seed.
Okay,
it was pointing to Balloon.
You're right. That does confirm it. That means Balloon is somehow needed for Rocket Barrel, which furthers the diving cause. Trombone plus Balloon got you diving. So...
Oh, this just got interesting. Oh no.
I mean, it's just got to be something diving, right? And Galleon is just like full of diving stuff, so I think you just...
You know what Galleon's also full of? Well, not full of. Has two of, I should say.
It's got a couple. It's got a few.
Yeah.
The switches are looking a little, they're looking a little under the weather. They're looking a little blue there. Oh, boy.
Oh, loving the punch dive. Love that. Cheeky little few ways that you can bypass the need for diving.
Okay, well, he punch dives and then immediately goes to the surface anyway, so make it that what you will.
Oh, save the frames. You know,
okay.
Two frame time save.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there.
Alright.
Okay. It is key 7.
You had the cook.
It is key 7, which is wild, but okay, we're good. We found key 7. Somehow Pineapple locked, which I think confirms that Pineapple locks. Did Pineapple lock Vines? Where was Vines? Vines was... Oh my god.
Vines was O-stand locked, which was diving locked, which was Pineapple locked in the long run, I think, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's not okay. That is not okay.
That is awful. And there we have our gorilla gone. So Charles right now is just looking for this rocket barrel, which is diving locked. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
I think it's a little overstated how much diving locks. It locks a lot of stuff, but I don't think it's that dramatic. I really don't.
It's not dramatic because it's location, but you got to think about from the perspective of both of these two runners.
Yeah.
This is greens. They both know that each other are good. They know this. They know the other person is probably high on their tail. So when you have an entire level to look for one move, if one person just goes the other direction, that determines the seed.
Yeah,
now, we know that it's not happening now, but Charles is probably thinking, oh, MegaPaul's probably in the same boat as me, just hunting Galleon for diving.
And he's going to Aztec. What are we thinking in Aztec? Tiny Temple?
Possible? Have we received any hints?
Tiny Temple is like the next best spot for diving checks outside of Galleon.
Yeah, definitely a possibility.
Holy smokes, this is crazy. I don't think it can be the Vulture because we don't know where Grape is, and I'm pretty sure that would cause a cataclysmic events in the hints. No, it was indeed Gorilla Gone in a Galleon shop. That just like went over my head. I didn't even register that in my brain. I'm too busy trying to find this rocket barrel in my head. Okay, where's he going?
Yeah, I'm very curious why we're pushing here. Because there are obviously diving checks. Blast is on the path, even though Blast got you Feather. Blast is on the path, so I guess Llama Temple could have the source?
I mean, yeah, but it still has to be the diving lock check. Or the Dino Snakes.
Oh. Oh. There's no way, right?
I mean, that's a little bit of a reach.
I mean, it's Trombone O-stand? Oh.
It's no more likely than any 5-door ship check. Actually, any of them. Okay, not bongos. It's not bongos. I think that's all you can rule out. Not bongos. Maybe not sax. Probably not sax, but not clear. Could be sax. Alright, Paul is finally headed to the dungeon, so he's gonna get his diving, and then he's gonna have to just like solve this seat in a flash. Or at least he's gonna end up in this weird rocket barrel mystery mode.
Yeah, it's not snakes. But yeah, getting this diving now is now going to put both runners on relatively even playing ground.
I would not have left. I would not have left the Llama Temple without checking the free lanky item.
Agreed. So I wonder what Charles is thinking right now.
Probably somewhere in the realm of panic. If your opponent is
I'm feeling a lot of panic for both of them, so
I know
this all too well.
This is a disaster of epic proportions. I mean, holy smokes, this seed is an all-timer. The really funny thing is that Paul is going to get his diving here. He's going to head back to the feather gate and think, oh wow, I've found my rocket barrel, and then he's going to get O-stand jump scared.
And will both of our runners actually, do both of them realize that O-stand got vines? I don't know.
It's the kind of thing you have to break out the calculator for. Like, that's a tough pull. That's a real tough pull. At the end of the day, you can be reasonably confident that diving is important to rocket barrel, though, no matter what. In all worlds, that's, like, very apparent. Diving and trombone, and if you go off those two alone, even if you ignore balloon, you're gonna, like, incidentally end up in balloon checks just by doing that. Whether it be, like, the treasure room balloon check, which just happens to be diving locked anyway, or the Lanky Igloo, which just happens to be trombone locked. It'll kind of work out in the wash, I think.
Yeah, it's looking like Charles is specifically going for Lanky Metal right now, which is interesting.
Might be an Alta
He's
tweet.
not going for any of the other stuff.
Might be an Alta tweet angle, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at it, I mean, this doesn't make sense because it doesn't include trombone, so I don't think this can be it.
No.
Alright. O-stand!
Yeah, Lanky's Metal is a Sphere 0 metal in this particular seed because of starting with Blast.
That was a hearty stun right there. That was a solid stun on MegaPaul. That's boom. And he gets the good word on caves.
And is now getting key 6 and we'll have Monkey Port soon.
Which means Charles's practical lead is diminishing. Charles is at 64 GBs, but Paul, still having not dumped his blueprints, is sitting on 7 blueprints. So he gets to 64 really fast here.
And does still need to go back to Galleon, and Galleon did have a few GBs, so I don't imagine GBs being an issue to see for either players. This is definitely a case of, will X player find Rocket Barrel sooner rather than later?
This is your.
I can't even make any cooks right now. I have no idea.
Here we go. Here's mine. So this is essentially your reward for playing the seed very well if you're Charles. You get basically free time to check your most likely locations for Rocket Barrel. You get to check your top choices, and your opponent is still catching up to you. If you can make the most of this time, this is your reward for the seed. If you can't, then we enter, I don't know, the Twilight Zone, the spin cycle. Show me Rocket Barrel. Oh, poop.
I am getting worried that it is potentially slam locked, but I'm thinking we haven't got any hits for treasure room, have we?
Nope. I mean, anything diving locked is fair game, I think. I want to see, like, 5-door ship checks. I want to see Lanky 5-door ship. I want to see, I don't know, 85-door ship. That's pretty good, too. Guitar wasn't path hinted, so it could be that way.
That is true.
Kind of gross. Sax might have been path hinted. No, Sax wasn't path hinted, because it's... Japes medals are on the path to key 8, but that's bongos, not Sax, so it could be Tiny's 5-door ship. I think he can still be Chunky's.
Yeah, Triangle was just dirt patch in aisle, so...
Okay, here we go. Tiny Temple, some diving checks here. Here we go. Now we're eating good. Oh, but it's Red Slam. You better hope it's not the Vulture, but I'm pretty sure it's not, so I think we can just kind of forget about that. Do we know why Mini Monkey's way the Horde?
It got us Trombone off the Beanstalk.
Oh, and Balloon in the stump. The Beanstalk! Oh my god, the Bean. I forgot about the Bean. The Bean was... It's been 800 years.
Everyone chat, no way you can believe that Lorok has already forgot about the Bean.
I forgot about the Bean.
I can't believe this.
How did this happen?
But yeah, Mini was only an on the way of the Horde check, so any Mini check that has the possibility of finding it.
What do you mean how? What do you mean how? Have you seen this seed? Are we watching the same thing? Oh my god. Don't howl me. Don't boo me. How dare you? Alright, ignore the vulture. Forget about him. The free tiny item. Nope.
I feel like looting Galleon is the best play right now, which looks like is what Charles is going to go do.
Charles is
this is scary.
He's finally conceding that it's just Galleon. I think this is like the first, like most obvious play, so he might be like trying to bet against it. He might feel not great about that key 4 because like the castle boss was like available for a long time, but like key 4 didn't really like get you anything. You had to sit in the first 3 levels for ages to find your diving and vines.
It was this early game was it. Everyone talks about how you get a lot of season 2, season 3 seeds that are just first 3 level simulator. Yeah, this seed felt like that, and then this happened. And then now it's like, all right.
But then it just beat you up. Okay, I guess that switch just didn't decide to want to work for Paul. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you swap to another column to cancel the lag, you need to walk around the corner, and as soon as that door is out of range, it opens.
I thought you were gonna say like just like tag again or something, but walk around the corner?
No.
That doesn't make any...
I don't know what it is, but as soon as you walk to the corner of the castle, you can hear it open.
That is nonsense.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I ain't a monkey scientist, I'm just a monkey addict.
This game, man. This game kills me. Oh yeah, I guess Lanky's Cabin. I've seen Lanky's Cabin shenanigans before, too. Alright, nothing on the beetle race. We skip the beetle race today. What about the mermaid?
I like the check, though.
Yeah, I do. We've seen a bunch of pearls in shops, so nope, we're not getting any weird pearl logic. I will eat my shorts the day that happens. That's gonna be a seed to remember. Will there be another finals with the pearl? Yeah, we'll get away the horde pearl real quick. Hang on. Dialing it in. Ring, ring, ring. Ching, ching. Brr. I can't do dial tone. I tried. Nope.
Alrighty, I'm not getting any flashbacks today. Cool.
Yeah, oh boy.
Alrighty. I feel like treasure chest is a good place to go, or treasure room's a good place to go. There are, what, 8 checks in there that have potential? Some of them being baboon balloon, or one of them being a balloon check.
Yeah, bonus points. Wowee. Did Mini got away the horde hinted, but it was a free Kasplat, right? So no surprises there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm about.
What I'm trying to think of right now is what diving check we can do that doesn't make any sense with the hints. It's only some of the instruments I can think of.
That's very right. There are some things that are dead that's not the DK rule. Nothing bongos. We can forget about bongos. Gorilla Gun, we can forget about Gorilla Gun. We can forget about Monkey Port. Okay, there's not actually that many things, as I say that. Oh, jeez. Alright, but I think Charles is thinking treasure room. Let's go, treasure room.
Alright. See if it's here.
And Paul has also settled on Aztec for some reason. He does need to go back to Galleon to go get his key 7, but he's got his Monkey Port in hand.
I'm wondering if you and I have just forgotten a hint, because both of these two are thinking Aztec.
Brother, I got screenshots. I got receipts. I did not miss a single hint.
Okay, cool. I trust you. I don't get it. I would not have thought Aztec, but these two are the ones in Grand, so I cannot say anything.
You have successfully gaslit me into checking my screenshots, but like, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in Aztec hinted at all. Like, not even foolish. Not even a little bit. Nothing at all.
Alright, we're getting some 5-ship peaks.
Here we go. Is this Lanky's 5-door ship?
This is Lanky's.
Alright, show me the money. This is it. Free us.
Alrighty, not this. We're gonna peek the other checks from here. Alright, you can peek Chunky and Diddy's from Lanky's. Oh!
Oh! We got action! Action! Hang on! Guitar? Is guitar our answer today?
Guitar was also triangle locked, so sorry, yeah, triangle locked. No, yeah, triangle locked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all well and good. I'm just refreshing real fast. Pardon me. There we go.
Oh, if this is Ponytail Twirl,
Oh my
I am
God.
going to be so.
I would be sent into orbit. Oh my God. Could you imagine if anyone brought the boulder down from the museum to skip Twirl? Can you imagine the absolute scenes if that is Rocket Barrel?
I was going to cook that earlier. I was tempted to say that, but I don't think I've seen anyone do that.
The most cursed boulder tech of all time is grabbing the boulder out of the museum and weaseling your way down the loading zone chain into the upper tunnel, and you put the boulder down, and then you do some like wacky tiny kick slides or something. You're not even done once you get the boulder down there. It's still pretty hard. It's insane.
To top it off, the way that you do it, you have to tag com as you're grabbing it, so you can grab it with a com that isn't chunky.
It is,
and the animations for it are just ridiculous.
It is outrageously precise and takes several minutes, so it's just never done. Like several minutes dedicated to doing exactly that. It's just like not worth your time. Just follow your hints and go find Twirl. And if it's not hinted, then you probably don't need that item. Just pray you don't need that item. I guess. But it's this Rocket Barrel and Galleon that's diving and guitar locked, and I guess peanut locked too. Oh my God, locked by the rest of your DDK rule moves. Very funny game. Three flies to go. Two flies, moment of truth.
The anxiety is building every single fly.
We haven't seen the free lanky
item. Awaiting.
Oh my God, the free lanky item! It's Rocket Barrel!
Oh my God!
Oh!
That's Slam!
Oh my God! Oh! That's a disaster! Oh my God!
And that's Pauline Como.
That's all she wrote. Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's ridiculous. Okay, so Paul's now coming here to get this key 7, and then that's it. So for Charles to win this seed or have a chance of winning this, Charles needs to go right back to Llama Temple right this second.
But he got the worst thing possible. He got a slam that's gonna make him stick around. Oh man.
Oh, no.
The free lanky item. Oh, that is savagery. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That is ridiculous. This seed had all the... I was about to say all the goods. I don't know if I'd word it that way, personally. Oh, no.
It had all the bads. Holy smokes. The most isolated diving check in the game, I think, at this point. It's so far out of the way. You have to go open the Llama Temple to get a single diving check. That's absolute madness. It's an insane gamble for MegaPaul, and it worked out. I mean, shoot, Charles was just there too, and he just didn't follow through. He got one. He checked one of the things it could have been, but not the other. Holy moly.
I'd like to compare this to the 2.5 Blitz Grands, except instead of Riley walking away from a Pearl to get Rocket Barrel, Charles walked right next to Rocket Barrel and turned around.
Like poetry, it rhymes.
Oh. This is... Oh. This was a seed. This was a great seed to have for Grants. Holy.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow! Absolute madness. We do not need that slam. That slam is pure. That slam purely exists to torment Charles. No other reason.
That is not the place you want to see Slam. Out of all the places Slam could appear, it had to be a diving check. That is not good news.
Well, specifically, it had to be a trombone balloon check, which I guess was diving, but I guess it had to be diving. And it could have been like he survived during glue, but it wasn't. So I tried. All right.
We all respect the cooks, don't worry.
I tried.
Even if they get a little bit char grilled at times, you know, we respect.
It tasted good at the time, and that's what counts, right?
I'll agree.
Yeah.
But either way, both of our cooks would not have served well this seed, because MegaPaul is entering Helm, going into Aztec of all places.
I mean, if you're gambling on diving stuff, Aztec is the second best spot. It just simply is.
True.
That's why I don't think diving is that bad. You clear out the shipyard here, you clear out the lighthouse, and you clear out like Tiny Temple and I guess the one Check-in Llama Temple, and you've basically cleared diving out of the whole game.
Yeah. With Aztec being level 7, it's very scary though, because you do have a red slam lock diving check, which is
Actually, weirdly enough, I think that makes it less scary, because if it were double slam locked, you'd get your slams hinted, or you'd be more likely to see a slam hint. And because you haven't seen slam hinted at this point, you're probably safe from slams.
That is very true. But we also did just get slam off of a diving check.
Yeah, more. Oh god, you're right. Oh my lord.
Yeah. Like that possibility has not closed in Charles's mind right now, because that is technically on the path.
Oh, it could be a slam for he could fall into a rabbit hole of I need to check every blue slam check, because it could be both slams are diving locked and it's on a blue slam check. That would be just unholy. Yeah. But I mean,
I've always make this very scary.
That's unfortunate, but it could be correct. And I think playing your outs is like totally reasonable. In a 1v1 race like this, like you think, okay, I think I found the slam first. I'm gonna chase this slam to the ends of the earth and hope I win with it. I think that's totally. It's a very reasonable play. It's a play to win the game moment, but yeah.
Depending on how both of these two players play the game as well, is you can also metagame and go, it is an hour 53 right now, my opponent hasn't done. So maybe it's not a basic diving check, maybe it's something else. Metagaming could potentially work like that, but it depends on if you even play that way, because that can be very scary to do in some instances.
Similarly, I think the Aztec dive for Rocket Barrel is a play to win the game moment. If you think, oh, the most natural play, and I said this before, the most natural play is to go clear out Galleon with diving. If you think, oh, I think my opponent got here first, I need to go all in and just check the thing he's not going to check first, which was Aztec, and he finds it, and it's just like, okay, this is how I win, and you just go all in. And sometimes, not every time, it just works. Is that Grape Shooter? You have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's Grape Shooter in hell.
That's I don't know how to unpack it. I mean, that makes all the hints make sense, right? That means your grape is O-stand locked. Or yeah, that means your grape is O-stand locked, which makes the forest lanky metal hint work. I'm kind of glad we found grape, because that kind of answers some questions.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And if it's purple, then it would be twirl, which probably gets you grape down in the Castle Underground, because we've seen almost everything else.
Fortunately, we know it's not Ponytail Twirl, because you cannot find that in Hell.
Oh, true, you're right. Good call. You gotta put Magic out somewhere, so Twirl has to be available earlier.
Yeah, fun fact for those that want to get stuck into Hunky Chunky and Ponytail Twirl casinos is to check your bosses. The way that the fill works in this game is you cannot find the moves that let you beat the bosses in levels after. So that means you cannot find Hunky and Twirl in Helmsay, for example. So if you're in a Hunky casino, check bosses and hope that Doga 2 is not level 7.
The better way to look at it is if you look at your boss and you see Dogadon 2, then you know that Hunky Chunky is in or before that level, is the short of it.
Yeah.
It's easy to rule out later levels, it's hard to rule out earlier levels. The tricky bit.
Yeah. Much better explained.
Hey, these bugs are giving all the business. At least this one is. Just this one specifically.
There we go.
Yeesh. Are you kidding me? What is Spring doing here? What are you doing, man? What are we doing, man?
Oh, no.
I mean, it's kind of looking like that Twirl Vial might just be junk. I mean, we've run out of options here. And now Charles goes to clear out Factory with the slam he found. This... Oh boy, this is... you hate to see this. This one hurts.
The rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper.
Paul is done. Paul is on his way to become a champion. And Charles is in the spin cycle. This is the real Twilight Zone. Oh boy. We got Chunky, Donkey, Diddy in that order. Off we go. But gotta say, I would not be sitting comfy in MegaPaul's seat. I feel like he's not gonna be happy with that diving. That diving was real slow for him. Charles had time to look for Rocket Barrel and just didn't hit. That's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, somehow pulling Rocket Barrel before Key 7 as well. Unbelievable, considering how late diving was grabbed.
I mean, it might be more fresh in his mind, right? Once it's like, oh, okay, so Balloon and Trombone got me diving, and they're both hinted a Lanky K roll, or Diddy K roll. I should be chasing diving checks right now. I mean, shoot, that still makes more sense to go to Galleon. That Aztec Gamble that's a call. That takes some stones to make that call. Holy smokes.
And it worked out amazingly because, yeah, unless there's no way right now I can see how MegaPaul would lose this. So, congratulations. This is ridiculous. This seed took way too many tops and turns, and I am very happy to see all this.
Absolute madness. Absolute madness. All that's left to do? Let the times roll in. Is this even a sub 2?
It might sub 2. It'll be pretty close.
He didn't even backflip. Can you believe this guy?
Oh.
So much for the People's Champion. He was a People's Champion.
Congratulations.
He's the People's Champion for 5 minutes.
Charles, for winning.
Time to think. What do you even do? What do you even do? Oof.
Where are we going now, Charles?
The problem is this is like true disaster scenario where you've run away from where it is and you're never going to think to go back there.
I wonder if Charles thinks that they've actually gone and done that check.
I don't know. Hard to say.
What's what Charles is thinking right now? Forest Tiny Metal?
Forest Tiny Metal? There's no way. Oh, we got Spring.
I don't know
so
if anyone got that.
He got Spring and was like, oh, maybe Spring
yeah.
is diving locked? It is, actually. It's diving and peanut lock for this Spring, so... Well, MegaPaul did check this, like, an hour and a half ago, so... we know we're out of here. 2 phases down for MegaPaul. He's almost done. He is almost the champ. Okay, I'm not sure it's a sub 2. A minute for Diddy phase is real fast.
It'll be very close. It'll probably be like a 2:12.
Okay, maybe for you it's close. For me, it's not close. Is this a 30-second phase? I don't even know.
This is grand. So I'm hoping that both these people can do some Diddy phases. But no, Diddy phase can be quite quick as soon as you get in the.
Nice punch action there. Get in the hole. Bang. Okay, you're onto something. You're onto something. Maybe you're right.
Love that close target.
2 lights down. There goes the sub 2, but you know what? Who cares? If you see first in the race lobby, you'll take any time. Well, okay, maybe there's some limits. And there is our time. He not done's in the race time with a time of 2 hours and 21 minutes. Or 2 hours and 21 seconds.
MegaPaul now takes first place in the Season 3 Blitz.
He is our Season 3 Blitz champion. The first words out of his mouth? Gross. Yeah, that's pretty ugly. That is a grisly rocket barrel that he pulled out. Holy guacamole.
I don't think there was a location in this seed that wasn't grisly. We had a late hinted key 4, we had a late diving lock stuff, O-stand hinted for a lanky metal. I don't think there's a lot to say about this.
Oh, well, we got the man himself. Our Season 3 Blitz champion, MegaPaul.
Hello, GG.
How you doing, man? GG! I'm telling you, GG, man. That's an absolute monster.
That was horrendous.
And Charles throws in the towel. He is done looking for Rocket Barrel. That is not
so
good.
miserable.
That Rocket Barrel was rough. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I was getting lost in the sauce there in the hints.
They were tailor-made to lose you in the sauce. It's absolute madness. Let's go get Charles and pull him in here. Hello, Charles. Join us now. GG.
GG, Paul.
GG, Charles.
Where was Rocket Barrel?
Oh, you're not gonna like this, man.
Oh,
You're
you're not gonna
this.
like it.
Case Metal?
It was the free lanky item in the Llama Temple.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a rough spot. One of the most isolated diving checks in the whole game. Just an absolute wreck to get to.
Yeah, that felt miserable, essentially full clearing the first 3 levels to look for it.
Well, the problem is you clear the first 3 levels and all your hints that you end up arriving at diving and you're like,
Yeah, what's next?
help. You kind of just hope it worked out and then it decided not to. You know what? No, I'll give you an O stand instead. Enjoy that O stand that is
so
logically
funny.
required for vines, which is just beyond madness.
Yeah, that
And
was...
considering that the... Well, yeah, sorry, you go.
What'd you say, Spike? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Oh, I was saying you go, I was interrupting. You go.
Oh, I was just gonna comment on the feeling of dread when you see O-Stand pop up.
Yeah, that might be one of the worst O-stand jump scares I've ever seen. That was egregious. Everything points to just give me Rocket Barrel. Give me Rocket Barrel. Life is good.
Yep.
No, I don't think I will.
And Charles probably doesn't. Well, Charles wouldn't actually know this as well. So yeah, the O stand was required for you to get the vines off of the metal. Grape shooter.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, grape shooter was the thing. Grape shooter's in hell.
Oh, is that what that vial was?
Yep, that's your last blue
Yeah.
vial, so
Oh yeah, true.
it's gotta be great.
Yeah.
It's real ugly. There's some
So yeah,
wacky,
absolute awful.
wacky metal logic going on here because even around key 7, because that metal is apparently logically locked behind Pineapple because of just shenanigans. Because Pineapple locked diving, rather. You ended up with Pineapple on the path to Chunky's Metal and Galleon. You can kind of suss it out, right? Okay, Pineapple's on the path to key 7, and then Galleon Metal's on the path to key 7. It's probably Chunky's Metal. It's the right gun. And sure enough, but yeesh.
Yeah, at some point, all of those hints pointing to Diddy or pointing to Rocket Barrel. At that point, I was just like, screw it. I'm checking every single gun check, every single banana metal check because I didn't know what was logically blocking what at that point. So, and there were a number of moves on the metals in the beginning. That was wild.
Well, it was nearly your downfall. It was taking a while to get to the hive and finding the balloon there. And
Yeah,
Charles picked up on the hive, found balloon, and just immediately was like, okay, Lanky Dungeon is in logic, and just ran right there. Which was beautiful.
That took me much too long.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Charles has been he's been a Rocket Barrel hunting for a hot minute now. It is not a pretty one. You got every diving check in the game to go off of. Every diving check, possibly trombone, possibly balloon. It's like, I think one of you checked Lanky Igloo, which that was where my money was on, but unfortunate.
Yeah, I think at the end,
Llama Temple. Checked the O stand and then left.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, it was very brutal. And the whole time I was cooking maybe either 5 ship or treasure room. And then, MegaPaul, Charles found a slam inside the 5 ship.
Oh, so that was what I was worried about. I started looking for the slam because I was worried it was locking something in Galleon for diving, but didn't have to.
Well, then the ugly thing is that you might end up in a world where both slams are diving locked somehow, and it's like, oh, I better just go check every slam thing in the game. Like, Charles, you run back to factory with that slam, and it's just like, well, that kind of sucks. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's good. It's
Yeah, from Spring on Diddy Metal as well. Yeah, like,
the spring on Diddy Metal. Oh boy, it's a very reasonable read. Just yeesh. What a wild seed. Just crazy back and forth. And after all that mess, you forget that the bean was required.
Oh, that was
I'm
so
sorry.
funny.
You forget that the bean was required, Rock. You.
yeah, I was like, oh no, where's the bean? And
Yeah.
right there in shop.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch.
Mercifully gifted.
They owed us one, considering everything else.
What instrument was it on in the Lama Temple?
It was
Was it
saxophone.
Saxophone.
Yeah, the only thing you knew that is just not bongos. That's like basically the only thing you could negative info out of your hints. Not bongos,
Right.
not monkey port, not gorilla gun. Anything else was fair game. Ridiculous.
At that point, I think I was just going off of, and maybe my logic was wrong, but the blast hint was pointing to Diddy. I didn't know what that got me for Diddy, so I just kept following blast.
I got you in the tree, and then in the tree you got feather, and then with the feather you got to the worm area. You got up to the beanstalk there, and that's where you got trombone, which is where you got yada yada, on and on.
Miserable.
Where trombone is hinted to DK roll, so you can kind of just go from there. Yeah, it's ugly. Ugh.
And the thing is, even though Blast is obviously required for you to get into Llama Temple, it's like Blast was already fulfilled like what, half an hour in the seed? Oh, sorry, like 45 in the seed because of how long it took to find key 2.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
What about Coconut? Coconut pointed to Diddy as well, didn't it?
Sure did.
Yep,
What
it
was
also
the-
got you in the tree.
Yeah, Classic Tree.
Is the
Oh,
feather.
dude.
Feather in the tree.
Reading
Yeah.
about the tree.
Yeah, the tree went crazy. Just an
Yeah,
absolute.
there was so much ridiculous early pathing the seed. Like, everything was on the path to everything except for key 4, funny enough.
Unpacking
That
this
was
one.
also tough.
Unpacking this one is an absolute doozy. Oh boy. You could be here for hours to talking about how do you solve the seed, what angles you take on this one, how do you go back forth between your first 3 levels to try and eventually end up at diving. Yeesh. And then once you get diving, it's just like, okay, what do you do about vines? Or maybe you find vines first if you kick slide up the mushroom and get the lanky bananas first. Oh boy. Wild times, lot to unpack.
Yep, what a doozy.
But at the end of the day, we crown a champion. MegaPaul, congratulations. You are our Blitz Tournament champion. We'll see you in the Season 3 tournament, I'm sure. Charles will see you in the Season 3 tournament as well. Second place is wild times here. You guys both made crazy runs to get this far. Big congrats. A Discord roll will be handed out appropriately.
Yeah, I could never imagine this.
Yeah, wild times. Crazy. You'll love to see it. And if you love to see more, run on down to discord.dk64randomizer.com for all the Discord or for all the donkin action you can even think of. You can even imagine. It's all happening in the Discord. It's crazy. DK64randomizer.com. It's the best. Join the community. And on that note, we got some more stuff to talk about. We got some more action for you coming soon. I don't have an exact date on you, but sometime this week. Take it away, Tudos. Why don't you tell the people what's good?
Good morning, everyone. So we kind of were playing a little thing here, especially since season 3 is coming up. We're planning doing like a season 3 main tournament start. We don't have the exact dates yet, but it's gonna be like second half of July, beginning of August, sometime around there. But if you've been watching these streams on Twitch, watching these VODs on YouTube, you still have time to get into season 3, and what better way to get into season 3 than I guess like a comprehensive all-in tutorial video that me, Elrock, and Etiquette are working on. So we don't have the exact date yet, but it will happen sometime this week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Join the Discord if you want the full details here. For those watching on YouTube, we will have that video up a couple days after this one. We will be walking through a Season 3 seed, kind of just deep diving into all the tricks, all the logical nuances that you need to know in order to get yourself into doing a Season 3 seed. And hopefully we can get some more people into joining the big Season 3 tournament in a few months, and hopefully that'll be helpful for you all.
If this seed has been any indication, there's so much to unpack out of these seeds. There's just so much to learn. Never enough. But that, I believe, will do it all. We'll see y'all sometime this week. And with that, I can send y'all off. Where are we headed? See. Oh. Yeah, that seems about right.
And before
I
you
know
send people
exactly
off, just
who
wanna
you were
be-
thinking.
Oh,
I know exactly who Elrock checked, and he's like, "Oh, that's about right." I know exactly who he was thinking about.
We're giving him the business. We're giving him the business.
Do it. Press the button anyway.
We need to hear it. We need to send y'all off to Mr. Kuiper Don't Care, friend of the stream. He's a longtime donker. He's doing all Kingdom Hearts action today. Big fan. Love that rando too. Excellent rando as well. Enjoy the tunes when you head over there. Excellent raid alert. Top tier even. But thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed this seed. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. We'll catch you on the next one, which will be a little tutorial action. Fun times. See ya. Morning.
Mornin'.
Mornin'.